Yo, what's going on? Welcome back. We come back to part 2 of the Datsun. I know the last video wasn't the most entertaining. It was kind of just, we got stuck on a lot of things. We broke every bolt. We couldn't get the fenders off, yada yada yada. So now, as you can see, we got it stripped down for the most part. And also, this camera doesn't have a screen that I can see where I'm filming, so I actually don't know if I'm even on my face. So bear with me. Today, we got Datsun Z. Probably gonna have to move that out a little bit. Here's all the parts over there for the Datsun that we got stripped. I'm about to make a run with my boy Cade over to Harbor Freight. Gonna pick up some stands that I've been trying to get for a while, so that way I can lay the parts on there, and then we're gonna start stripping the paint. I'll show you real quick. I just got this cheap little Harbor Freight special right here with the polyabrasive, whatever they call it, disc. I don't know why it's not focusing on there. Whatever. So it's gonna get really loud, so I won't be able to explain too much while I'm doing that, but I also am gonna get a putty knife so I can get these chrome pieces off, nice and gentle like, and then start stripping all this down. Gotta get the headlight cover piece thingy out, so that way we can strip that separately, and then as we strip it, we're gonna start kind of evaluating how bad we got some of our spots with, and then once it is stripped, we're probably gonna just cover it, put a nice little note on it that says don't touch it with bare hands because we don't want rust coming back. So we got to get these off. Door handles will come off. The lock system, that will probably get stripped today, hopefully. Got a busy day, so hopefully we can get all those stripped. So then once we come to this, we'll start getting our trim pieces out all around here, hopefully trying not to break anything, and then probably won't get the windshield out today. More focused on getting these parts stripped down. So once those start getting stripped, then we'll start going through the process of actually doing the bodywork to get them painted. Once I get some ultra filler, and we'll kind of do a skim coat on them. Very nice. Once they are stripped, and then after that, we'll start figuring out what we're gonna do for paint. And we also got to get this rear bumper off. License plate, plastic piece, tail lights. Maybe all the weather stripping will come out today. Just really don't want to, not in the mood to break stuff. Tenno's got to go. This little logo side thing, which is cool that they put that on the 400Z now. That's dope. Inside wise, I will have to, I don't think I showed in the last video. Got a little distracted, drank a little bit, but under here, choke broke off. As you can see, I just put some like zero rust on it, but the floorboards were pretty rusted out, so those are gonna have to be cut out and then weld in new ones of some sort. But we'll get to that bridge when we cross it. So for now, ooh, got Mr. Cade Gerlach. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Kid knows how to focus. Kid knows how to focus. We're gonna get it. We're gonna go to Harbor Freight. We're gonna go stop by, see Madison. Look at that, I can focus it. Oh yeah. Oh, hang on, let me just get a little zoom out action. Very nice. That's dots and everything. Seats, fenders, doors, cowl, hood. All right, so we're gonna shut this place up. Bling, bling, bling. There's our Christmas tree that still needs to get burnt. Like, this camera makes everything look so cinematic. Like, let me just slowly focus on the Christmas tree. And it's mad spooky out. Look at that, it's so spooky out. Cut to montage of spooky Christmas tree. Let's go.
Oh, that truck is pissed.
Hello, Madison.
Hello.
I would like to purchase some coffee.
Your finest brew.
Oh, I want that! Oh man, first gen 370s are just so much better than second. Okay, we made it back from Harbor Freight. Cade Gerlach, we got our stands. Flip the camera around. So here's example one of one that we built, and I was really excited about my new little cheap Harbor Freight special deluxe that's gonna be used to strip the paint. So I don't know, I really wanted to touch it, so I did. Right there. We are now building the 3 other stands, and that is what we're gonna use to start setting parts up on, like this. And if we got awkward ones like this while we're really getting into it, get some wire and tie them down right there. And then I got a putty knife, so we're gonna get this off right here. Really hoping I don't break it. It's not on my list of to-do things. Whole Z-Girl right there. And just to update from the last video, everything is stripped out. Interior, most likely a lot of it's gonna stay except those floorboards I talked about. Fenders are off, had to cut the wiring harness. Got everything all labeled. Transmission started to come out. As you can see, I had to whip out the whole beauty. That's pretty much it. So once we start getting into this and stripping everything, then we're gonna start getting stuff prepped and ready for paint. Big body Brad pulled up like a diaper on the R6. And then Mr. Evan, not driving the Subaru today, whipping the beams. We got all the stands built together, all 4 of them. Cade did most of the work. Good job, Cade. But he's higher than a kite. When's those eyes? They red? No, you're sober. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good. Yeah, we got to go deliver the giveaway winner his stuff, and then we'll come back and then probably start stripping this. His little trim pieces, I guess. Shout out to Evan. He was the one that noticed that the little black piece on top's actually rubber. You take it off and there's screws. So good thing I didn't keep forcing the putty knife in there. Look at that reflection though. This thing is actually pretty straight. It's actually really impressive how straight the body is on this thing. Like when you look down at it in a camera, like yeah, you can see the bad paint and whatnot, but that's nice. That's not bad. You ready to start stripping?
Yeah, always.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. There's that. So, yeah, we're gonna go run some errands and then we'll get back to it in just a jiffy. Hello, welcome back to our errands. We're on a wild adventure here where we're hunting for drunk people, and we have found our first subject. We drove past. He was getting a sobriety test. Here's the moment of truth. I want to see this dude cuffed up. I think it'll be cool. So we're about to pull up on scene. We're volunteer police firefighters, and we do have jurisdiction here in Ridgefield, Washington. Nope, not impersonating. I have my badge. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, the tow truck's already here. They're working quick. Good job, boys. See if you can get a little zoom in action on it.
Yeah, you think I know how to zoom in?
I don't know. I don't know. Oh man, we're not gonna. Oh, we can't see the damage is good. That car was messed up.
Yeah, this was actually the worst damage.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's getting cuffed. It's a little.
Yeah.
Oh,
he did it.
tough
Look at that.
damage. Guilty.
Oh my god.
He's guilty. Wow, that sucks, mate.
Damn, you really did get cuffed, huh?
Yeah, you hate to see it. You really do.
No, we'd love to see it.
Well, yeah, no, we do
Drunk is
love
off
to
our
see
shit.
that.
Yeah,
We
fuck
love to
that.
see it for the 2 girls that are about to run up that check. If I was her, I would have been crawling out and been like, oh,
were
my
her,
neck,
bro.
my back, and my crap.
You literally were hurt.
Alright, so it's actually the next day. Brought the Z out. So didn't get much work done yesterday. I'm gonna hop in the car so that way it's not too loud. The drone in here is pretty bad though, so if you can't hear me too good, I'm sorry. Didn't get a lot of work done yesterday, so shooting for today to get some stuff done, but we're gonna run over to my parents' house for breakfast, so I figured, you know, I'm gonna bring the Z out. Haven't driven in a while, so here she is, letting her warm up. Tell by the way it is, I need to go get gas since we got a little bit of a drive. So I figured I'd bring the camera too, and you know, see if we capture anything cool happening. All right, at the gas station, I want to see if I can zoom in on this guy. This is the first time I've really driven this car out in kind of the Hawkinson world. You got Mr. Man right over there standing, looking all, I don't know if you can see. Oh, there he is. He is a cool guy. He came up to me and he was like, son, what the heck is this? And I was like, sir, I don't know if I can really give you a good answer. Sorry if that angle's weird. I'm just gonna get it into drive. Always feels a little weird when people are just sitting there staring at you. This Hawkinson committee is a lot of, what's the word? Not necessarily rednecks, but people that don't know about these types of cars. So everyone was kind of flabbergasted at the gas station. I felt very weird and nervous. I was just trying to pump some gas. Let's see, this dude looks like the type who's gonna give me a little rev or something. Oh, he's turning into the gas station, thank goodness. Pontiac, I don't want to deal with that. So driving to my parents' house, it's pretty much just 2 long straight roads. So if the drone is really bad, the straight pipe life stuff sucks. This road isn't too terrible. It's a little bouncy because they got all these patches in there from when there was the snowstorm a couple of years ago, and I guess it kind of just chowdered up this road. So a little bouncy, enough to, you know, kind of make you gotta pee or poo when you already gotta go. So we're in 4th right now, and this is how loud, if you can hear the drone at, just chilling at 3,000. Oh shoot, bumping the camera. Oh, okay. So yeah, get a little swervy on it, but this road is kind of sketchy. People are absolute idiots on this. So we're just gonna kind of, okay, that was a nice little, oh, here we go. See, these are the patches that you can see. They're just all over the place. This road is a little dookie, could use a redo, but no one out here in the neck of the woods has got slam static cars. So we're just gonna take it nice and easy and chill. I'm gonna put on some tunes, get some vibes going. This car's probably looking at me like, what an idiot with the camera. Alrighty, I'm back from my parents' house. Had delicious waffles, Dottie and the Z, so I just pulled this fender out. So what I'm gonna be doing, and I'm not gonna show too much while I'm doing to actually strip it, but I'll tell you how to do it. It's gonna be really noisy and obnoxious. I'm gonna be wearing a little mask, not because of COVID, screw that, but because you do not really want to be breathing in this while you're stripping the paint. And then I got a face shield, which I'll show you why it's a good idea, and also I recommend wearing long sleeves of some sort. So here's the fender up on the stand, and then here is our poly abrasive, whatchamacallit thingy that I'm gonna be using. And when you use this thing, it's actually gonna be shooting off some of these pieces, so you don't really want to. They kind of hurt when they hit you in the arm, and the reason I'm not gonna be filming too much is because this thing kind of sucks, so it's gonna keep kicking on and it's gonna be really loud and annoying. So as I start stripping this down, I'll come back. You can kind of see I hit this little spot. I don't know if I showed that yesterday. Just wanted to hit a little rough spot just to show, and once I do start getting into more bare metal, I'm probably gonna have to slap on some rubber gloves I got. So let's get into that, and then we'll check back in when we're getting there. Okay, I killed the air compressor for a second so you could hear me. That was just a little time lapse showing you how exactly this stripping disc actually works. So I'll give you a little close up. Been at it for about 10-15 minutes, if that. So it's just going right through it, you know. Did a little art. But yeah, so that's about it. When you get into these really tight crevices like here, you pretty much just hold your disc there and it'll actually start conforming to that shape, so to say. You know, that works for pretty much anything on this. So I don't know if I'm gonna really get into here at all, but for the same thing in that, you'd literally press it in there, hold it good, and it would literally just start shaping the disc to it. So depending on the way you hold it too, you might be able to see. So you see how, if you can tell, I can't focus it with my other hand, but my disc is getting a little kind of conical shape, like just because of the way I'm holding it. I was holding it kind of weird. So yeah, gonna get back into that, try and get this fender done, and then if we have time, we'll get into whatever the next part is. I mean, obviously the big stuff like the hood, it's gonna take the longest, and then we get into the actual car. I mean, we have to do that process throughout this whole entire thing. So, you know, it seems kind of like, oh, it wouldn't be that bad, but then you think about it and it's like, oh shoot, okay, you're going inside of here, take that off, going to there, going in here, probably do a light pass through here, so that's gonna get painted. You know, once I get this trim off, up here, once the windshield's out, under there, it's a lot of stripping, so definitely gonna need a lot of discs and a lot of time. My air compressor kind of sucks right now, so it's not the best for this. Kind of like I have to keep going a little slower and then let it pick back up, but we'll work with what we got. I got the air compressor for free. Shout out to Lil Furl, thank you. But yeah, so I'll get back to this and then check up with you hopefully when I'm done with this fender. But with the fenders, I still need to get the headlight housing piece out. This will be stripped down separately, and probably gonna have to snip the wires. Might be able to just leave that attached somewhere, but we'll cross that road when we get that bridge. Chances are I'm gonna get new ones of these since they're all rusted through. But yeah, this was a pretty big patch of rust right here. You can see that stripped out pretty good. Might be able to focus it a little better now that I got my hand freed up. Somewhere right there. But yeah, so right here was all pretty bad. Strip that right off, and then we'll get some actual metal cleaner, and then we'll swipe it through the whole thing when it's done. Probably gonna hit the whole fender with 100, 200 grit maybe, before we start doing a little bit of skim coating with some body filler to get them nice and perfectly straight as we start block sanding them. And then once we get into blocking and all that, which we'll probably, this whole series we're gonna kind of jump around and do stuff, so that way it's not like 3 videos of me just grinding stuff down. No one wants to see that, that's boring. So yeah, I'm excited. All right, so for now, I'm gonna have to call it a day. Didn't get as much progress as I'd like to, but you can see I got a decent amount of it covered. Forgot I got a meeting I gotta be to in about like 30 minutes-ish, but it's also cold as balls out. My toes are freezing. I was having some technical difficulties with the air compressor and the die grinders being really sluggish, slow, super annoying, so that's why I didn't get as much as I'd like to get done. But if I do have time tonight, I'll probably come back and try and knock out the rest of this up into that headlight plate. But yeah, so that's it for this video, because the next couple videos are gonna be more focused on a mixture of getting the transmission, the motor out, mixed with I'm gonna start doing, once this is all down to bare, that's when I'm gonna start kind of skim coating with some body filler, once I can go buy some. And then once that's done, make sure we get all these little dings and dents. So impressed with how straight the body is on this car. I mean, obviously it looks all whack with the just bare metal and whatnot, but it's a straight body. So once we start getting it skimmed, and then I'll block it down with 80. There is a couple I found down here, some of these pin holes. Not sure how good the camera can pick them up. There's some little pin holes down there. Not 100% sure what those are from. Not too worried about them. Some people would probably just take it, do a little like tack weld, but I'm not even gonna do that. They're tiny and there's only like 4. So what's probably gonna happen with those is pretty much body filler, skin coat right over it, because then the sealer is gonna go over it, and sealer might do another little skim coat, depending on how straight I can get it first off the rip, because I want this thing to be a perfect mirror. Once the epoxy primer or whatever it's called, I'm just the body guy, I don't really understand the paint world, but once that's over it and I start blocking that with 500, and then we're gonna wet sand it with 500, this thing should be way glossier than vinyl. I mean, vinyl kind of looks like doo-doo. I'm pretty over vinyl. it's just, I don't know, it was a phase. It was nice though, it's cheap, you get to just swap it out whenever you want, but this is all gonna be just the most prime I can get it. So stay tuned, follow, make sure you're catching up with what's going on, because stuff's about to get real fast, and we're gonna be moving quick. I wanna try and, I don't wanna rush anything, 'cause this is a restoration, not just what all these other guys are doing. They're slapping some stuff together, throwing wheels, lower it, boom, kind of like that. But yeah, this is more restoration mixed with like a little good flair. It's gonna be some fun things happening, especially once this motor gets pulled, and then we can start going over the engine bay, get everything beautiful, get that sprayed, gotta go under the car, take care of some rust down there, weld in some new plates and pieces, and then probably gonna do like kind of like that rhino liner under the car and the fender liner, so everything's just gonna be that nice black kind of thick finish. I'm thinking might do it on the inside of the fenders too, I don't really know. But yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, follow, check it out, follow the Instagram, whatnot, because it's gonna be rolling. I want everyone to be a part of it, so have a majestical day.